Hi guys, this is Mrs. Lewis here to talk to you about determining functions from a table of data. The first thing we need to look at is a review of what a function even is. So when we have a function, each input, the domain, must have exactly one output, which is the range. So when we look at a table of data, every x value must be different and they must have exactly one y value. X values cannot repeat, but for a function, the y values can. So I like to think of a function as a gumball machine. Every time you put in a quarter, for each quarter, you get exactly one gumball back. The quarters are your x values, and the gumballs are your y values. So each quarter gives you exactly one gumball. Every quarter you put in is different to the gumball machine, but sometimes you get the same color gumball back in return. If you put in 3 or 4 quarters, you might get 2 blue gumballs, you might get a yellow, you might get a red. That's okay. If you get the same color gumballs or the same y values as your output, that's okay. But every quarter you put in is going to be different. So how do we look at a table and decipher this data? Let's look at some tables. When we start looking at sets of data, we need to make sure that all the y values are different. If they are, none are repeating. We have a function as long as they also have a y value to correlate with them. So this table, this first table here, all 3 values are different and they each have a y value. So yes, we have a function. The second table, we look at our data, all of our y values, all of our x values are different. We have 4 y values for 4 x values, so that's good. And we notice we have a couple y values that repeat, the ones in red. That's okay. Y values can repeat, x values cannot. So yes, we have a function here. So last table. We look at our x values. We notice that we have a couple here in red that do repeat. That's not good. We don't want repeating x values, so that sends up a red flag. However, we notice we have 4 x values, 4 y values. But since these red values do repeat, we're using the same quarter in essence to get 4 gumballs. We cannot have a function. So this last example here, not a function because we have repeating x values. So hope this makes sense and you guys can now tell a function from a table.